From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Herbert on the first play wants to pass it to Gordon out left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Herbert. Finding room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Herbert back to the air.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Herbert changing things up.
Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Forced out to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and that will be incomplete.
Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Throwing is Milton.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Inside the 10.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
A.J. Dillon.
62 yards.
And the Patriots have taken the lead here in this AFC title game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Oh, his first throw of his playoff matchup is intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. Milton.
And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Now Milton.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Keon White got in there for the sack.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Here's Milton.
This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To throw is Milton.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw, it's Milton.
And that will be incomplete.
High school coach John Ford used to say it all the time. If you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Herbert.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Herbert.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Javon Kinlaw.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Herbert now. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. That's out wide for Palmer. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play there for New England. 49 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McDonald.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Well, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Here's Milton now to throw.
He finds his man complete. That's McDonald. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Open man, it's Palmer.
And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
That's again complete to Palmer.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are once again back in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And they can't bring him down. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now stands at 13.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Pats at the line ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back to throw now on 1st down.
And complete to the former Charger, Hunter Henry.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Milton.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Throwing is Milton.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Anthony Schwartz
From 10 yards out.
And the Patriots have got it back to within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll get up near the 45, a spot at the 44.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Back to throw here. Gets it to Gordon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back to throw here, Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Back to throw. Herbert.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Josh Palmer.
33 yards.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now stands at 13.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force it incomplete.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Milton. Flushed out right. That's complete. It's Jalen Polk. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it, and he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the first down.
The tight end Henry here in motion. Milton. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Herbert going to change the look. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now an audible here into something else. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Milton. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Tui Puotu, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Complete to Johnston here. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taken in at the 11. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. To throw is Milton. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. Here's Milton now to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Milton. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots 1st down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Second down and 6 now. Off play action. Milton. Henry's got it out on the left side. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Milton. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Milton. Open man. Here's Schwartz. Complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Operating from the gun. Milton able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Off the play fake. Milton. They'll roll him out right. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Herbert now. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Justin Herbert looking to pass to Gordon out left. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing is Milton. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Operating from the gun, Milton.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. The 20, 10, and they are going to score on a fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points. That doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try to put the ball in the end zone yourself. This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Flush to his right.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
This 2nd and 4.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now Milton.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flushed out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble.